Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So guys, we all know that these 304s are all about having bastard kids, right? They're not even trying to get married anymore. They're not even trying to make families. Oh no, 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 right? All they want to be is single moms.
You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Guys. Now there a lot of them. They decide to just go downtown, go to the bar, and get pregnant by Chad or Tyrone, right? And once they get older, they'll even let Nug shoot up at the club. But guys, there's a percentage that go to the sperm bank. They're single mothers by choice, right? Guys, here we have a case of some sperm donor who lied on his application. He's like, oh yeah, I'm a 6'4" Chad, right? But it turns out he has mental health issues. And now over 40 families are being affected by this. I use the term families loosely because a lot of them are single moms. And so guys, we'll get into this. But before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment because it really helps keep this channel going. If you guys are watching on YouTube, please check out my second channel link in the description and the playlist at the end. If you're on Crumble, go over to my YouTube. Guys, this was suggested to me by my sub, Man Bear Pig, and let's get into this.
Channel 2 investigates an Atlanta-based sperm bank. It admits it did not verify the application of one of its so-called premier donors who fathered dozens of children.
Oops.
Now the parents of some of those
Guys, dozens of children
showing symptoms of mental illness want Georgia courts to take another look in an effort to regulate the industry and also provide health care for those children. Channel 2's investigative reporter Nicole Carr is live in Midtown. That's where the journey started for some of these families, nearly 40 families.
Look
Nicole.
at that. Nearly 40!
Right. Jovita, they're spread across the globe but share one thing in common, donor number 9623. And when this Atlanta-based sperm bank accidentally revealed the donor's identity through an email, his troubling past became Google searchable. Now signs of possible schizophrenia began to make sense for very young families.
Schizophrenia, guys. Look at that.
The rage started early, collapsing on the floor in kindergarten, not responding to anyone, screaming fits in first grade with signs of bipolar disorder, disappearing into the woods in third grade.
And then we found on his phone that he was searching how to kill myself and how to kill my perfect stepbrother.
But it wouldn't be until March of 2017 that Wendy Norman would discover her 15-year-old's behavioral and mental issues likely tied back to his birth and sperm donor number 9623.
For me, I'm scared. How do I help my son? He's beyond scared.
Norman is one of nearly 40 mothers across the United States, Canada, and UK who turned to Atlanta-based Zytex for the ideal sperm donor. A tall, athletic Athens man, a 160 IQ with a PhD.
Look at that, guys. See, they thought that he was going to be Super Chad, right? Super Chad. Look at that, guys. Look at that. And they let his name leak in an email, right? And guys, she's like, oh, little Billy, what's wrong? What's wrong? Why are you running into the woods? And little Billy said,
and I'm just trying to tell you that I have mental health issues. I'm extremely distraught. I feel like my whole life is ending.
Oh, God, look at that.
Only problem, none of it was true.
They found out accidentally because Zytex CC'd him on an email to one of them.
That he had suffered from disabling schizophrenia.
Look at
and
that.
These parents never would have chosen him as a sperm donor.
My initial understanding is that there was a comment made on a YouTube video about something that someone read into that and believed that to be an admission of some sort of disorder. I don't read it that way at all, but that's how these initial parents took it.
Now, guys, look at this. So this is a donor's attorney because apparently he's being sued too. This is why you don't donate sperm, guys. Don't do it. Do not do it because he's supposed to be anonymous this whole time anyways. These knuckleheads accidentally CC'd him on an email. Look at that.
A Georgia teen's 2017 Google search to find his father would rattle Norman's household.
I really, really wanted it to not be true.
In comes this San Francisco-based legal team. Over the years, civil cases have been settled.
Basically, Zytex said, well, you know, we can believe what the people say when they tell us and we don't have to check.
Now cases like Norman's add a new chapter to the story.
It's become even worse. The children are growing up and they are beginning to manifest signs and symptoms of mental illness.
Look
A
at
quick
that.
scroll through court records show an uphill fight in the Peach State.
We had cases everywhere, and they weren't dismissed. Only the Georgia cases were dismissed.
These are the first cases that have an opportunity to make
And do you guys notice that the chick who was talking about her son, that there was no husband there, right?
that can protect families.
Georgia doesn't recognize wrongful birth, the only case law it has to rely on in this unprecedented nature of a complaint. It involves the doctor's negligence to identify hereditary disorders during pregnancy. Contrary to Hirsch's firm, the donor's attorney believes the courts have repeatedly looked at this the right way.
And when you have a wrongful birth claim, you're essentially saying, if someone had done their job, I would not have had this baby. I would have had this baby, and this baby would have been better.
That's true.
And the law doesn't allow that.
In part of a statement from Zion.
Yep, guys, yep. And that's why you need yourself a slime ball lawyer. And all the cases in Georgia got thrown out, man, and now all those 40 people.
Emotional damage.
Texas attorney, the defendants say the sperm bank never misled anyone, warning potential purchasers the medical and social history was provided by the donor and cannot be verified for accuracy. Hirsch and Neudorf want Zytex to notify donor recipients and pay for mental health care if necessary. Wendy Norman wants a crystal ball.
And now it's so limbo. He's doing great, but what's coming? And when?
Nicole, the mother you talked to was actually familiar with the sperm bank before this huge discovery. She had a great experience the first time.
Right. Her son, who has shown these signs of mental illness, that's actually her second pregnancy from Zytex. She had requested that original donor, but was told that Zytex retires the donors after 10 births. We now know through this case that's not true because he...
So this chick, single chick, you know, she had got pregnant before. This is her second child that she's a single mother of. Why would she do that? Clown world.
He fathered at almost 40 kids, nearly 40 kids.
40.
And I did meet this child, by the way, Jovita. He was very mature. He's been through a lot of therapy, and he was open to sharing his story off camera. We're live in Midtown. Nicole Carr, Channel 2 Action News.
Can you imagine them interviewing the kid, right? So little Billy. How's your life been?
No, I'm just emotional. Why don't you understand that?
Families put so much trust into these companies, Nicole. Thank you.
Well, guys, that's that. This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't do things the right way, right? All of this, instead of just trying to find a guy that you can get along with, right? You know, and have kids with and have a family with, but instead, you go to some sperm bank, get knocked up, and 10 years later, you find out
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
and now your kid's an absolute nut job. So, all right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and I'm out of here, guys.